10 years ago, if you asked people in the Willamette Valley about what's going on in Hood River, they had no idea, even if they were in the wine industry. Now, you ask any of those guys, they know it's pretty vibrant out here.
The slogan for the Wine Growers Association is a world of wine in 40 miles. And so you can start with the very shortest growing season to the very longest. And it's difficult to describe to people accurately exactly what's going on. Once you can sit them down and have a long talk about this is how we're situated and what things are, they understand. But as far as a slogan and a campaign, it's tough. It really is.
So if you were going to take a trip in Europe to see the vineyards of Europe, and you started where the cool weather viticulture was, the Alsace region between France and Germany up north, Burgundy. By the time you drove to Bordeaux and over to the Rhone and then down into Italy where they grow Zinfandel grapes, you'd probably travel about 1,000 miles. And in this area, we truly can grow all of those varietals and do it well within about 40 miles.
That's why we're lucky in the gorge, is because a lot of people have different visions here, but we have the different grapes up and down the gorge to accomplish that.
There's almost no end to what they're able to find that grows well here. It's a perfect growing climate. We have a wide diversity of climate in the valley. At this end, which is the south end of the valley, we have about 9 inches of rainfall. At the other end of the valley, the north end, up against the Blues, they have 23 or 24 inches of rainfall. So there's really a wide diversity in climate here in the valley, so you can find a spot that will grow the kind of grapes that you want to try and grow here.
With time, you can taste a specific vineyard, and you can tell that vineyard apart from other ones in the same area, which is particularly true of Pinot Noir. And that's the funness of it. Is, the Willamette Valley now has 6 sub-appellations, and they're all radically different soils, and which is the predominant factor in that, which affects most other things in the vineyard. And it's just very fun to see those interchanges of these different viticultural areas with Pinot Noir.
We're here in the McMinnville AVA, which I think is a great AVA. We're the furthest south of the ones in the North Willamette Valley. We're the second closest to the ocean, so we get a little bit more influence from that. We're one of the highest vineyards in the valley. So the combination of all those, as well as the Ondroot, Pommard, and Vainsville clone that I mentioned, provides us with unique fruit that then provides us with unique wines.
Ribbon Ridge is a viticultural area that is the smallest AVA in Oregon, but it is very special. It's a very special place, and we've got great friends up there on the ridge. We have 2 major vineyard plantings there, and our reserve Pinot Noir always comes from there, and other great varieties are there. Certain characteristics. It's a great area.
That's the problem the Oregon Wine Board had, or in its predecessor, always faced. How do we market Oregon and still be fair to what the people are doing in Southern Oregon? And it's even exacerbated now because there's been a lot of investment in Southern Oregon. Their production is way up, but production of what? And how do you get press for it, and how do you get on wine lists, and how do you market it? Because if you have to sell it all at Fred Meyer, you're lucky to get $20 a bottle, if that. And so it is really difficult.
Most all grapes do well here. There are very few grapes that don't do well here in Southern Oregon, and that's probably one of our problems, is a lack of focus on any one grape, because so many grapes do well. All the other vineyardists around here, and they're doing great jobs with a lot of different grapes. So it's hard to say which is the very best. They all make pretty good wines.
Southern Oregon's different. We don't have a consistent climate throughout our region. It's it may be one of the most diverse geographic landscapes for grape growing anywhere in the world within this region. And the microclimates and the valleys and the soil types and the water tables. I mean, it's challenging, but at the same time, it's very rewarding because it's so diverse that people can really find extraordinary environments in which to grow a wide variety of grapes.